James with Barbourcreek Shooting Academy. We are now going to shoot the 7 Remington Magnum with the 175 long-range Accubonds at 600 yards with 20% gel block and skin. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up. Keith's going to get behind a gun. We're going to pull the trigger and see what this thing does.
All right, ready? Send it.
James here with Barbourcreek Shooting School with Keith, and we just got done shooting the 7 Rem Mag with a Nosler 175 grain long range Accubond. We were going to shoot the Game Changers for you guys, but we ran out of bullets because we were trying to do load development. We just couldn't get them to shoot like we wanted to. But we did have a lot of long range Accubonds. We did want to show you the ballistic testing we did in the 20% gel. As you can see, it actually performed quite well. We were very surprised. This was a 600-yard shot. And your initial entrance through skin, I mean, it literally started to open at about 1 inch through the skin into the gel block. With fragmentation, initial with jacket fragmentations 3 inches, and then the actual wound channel goes to about 2 inches, and full penetration out the other side was 20 inches. It did almost stop, as you can tell, but I was quite surprised. The Accubonds did really well. And now granted, it's only 600 yards, but the performance is phenomenal. So,
which is ideally what we're looking for. That's that happy range for most of our long-range hunters that are hunting. So.
Roger. And what we did is we shot the Hornady ELDXs to test the wind. It was 2 minutes of wind. We're running at about an 8-mile-an-hour wind at 600. And these were almost exactly the same. So we held 2 minutes. You hold 2 minutes or just under?
Just under 2 minutes.
Just under 2 minutes. So probably 1.75 minutes is what we held for a 600-yard shot, 8-mile-an-hour wind. All right, we're going to go cut it open and take a look at it, so we'll be back. So here we go. Stand by for the noise and the surgery.
Definitely done some curves back and forth.
That looks pretty cool. All right. And you can see the terminal performance. It did penetrate all the way through. Keith's going to take the tape measure and kind of show you what it did. There's 20 inches of penetration. And if you look over at the beginning, it initially started opening at, well, just under 1 inch.
Yeah, right at the half-inch mark.
And then we got a terminal performance here with the wound cavity. That permanent wound cavity's right at about, well, 2 inches to the top when it comes up here, but on average about 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches. So overall, really good.
And we got plenty of fragmentation.
Plenty of fragmentation. There's a fragment down there. There's a fragment right there. So right there, there's about 3 inches of fragmentation.
And we have this going back as far as 11 inches.
Yeah, 11 inches.
Through, digging all the lead and the pieces out of the wound cavity and everything. Wanted to bring up and make sure that you guys understand why we're doing this is that we're trying to provide you with as much downrange information so that whenever you're picking out your bullets, you know for a fact that it's going to perform at the distances that you're going to be hunting at. Granted, whenever you go out in zero and you're getting your data, you may not be able to get that data at that point in time and see for yourself that it works, but you'll have this to fall back on and be able to trust that it is going to work at that distance if you're provided with that shot. So.
Yeah. And we're pretty happy with it. So 175 long-range Accubond performed quite well. I wasn't expecting that. Usually I don't see bonded bullets perform that well, and especially in 20% gel block. On TV, the 10%, they all look great. But 600 yards is kind of a medium range, and again, we're station pressure, temperature, altitude, everything starts to take effect on a bullet. And then we haven't shot them out to 1,000 or 1,200 yards yet, which we will. We just got to get to it. We got a bunch of requests. Appreciate you guys looking on the internet and looking at us on Facebook and telling us what bullets and what calibers you want us to shoot. We're going to get to them, but keep in mind it takes 8 hours to make one gel block, give or take, and he does it all. All I do is teach people how to shoot, but he does it. And I'm a hand model, see this? So this works real well. Hey, I just want to throw this out there, a little shout out for our customers that were here yesterday, shooting in our level 1 shooting school. This was second shot at 1,000 yards with a 6.5 Creedmoor. He guy did really good, really good. So nice shooting, Gary. Okay, back on track. 175 Accubond long range at 600 yards, 20% gel block, and keep watching. We'll be showing you more. Scouts out.